Greetings everyone, today we're doing another Let's Review Sonic Universe Retro Edition, and we're doing issue 27, The Silver Saga Part 3. Now where we last left Silver, he made allies of the local resistance led by Jani-Ca, and they have a plan to get rid of the Demi-God tyrant Enerjak using the Sword of Acorns. However, Enerjak decides to use that moment to attack, and he sent his prelates to essentially, well, finish the job. Will Silver be able to help his new allies and save that future? Well, let's find out. Silver lunges himself at Enerjak, saying that he will defeat him, but Enerjak responds by beating Silver and stating that he cannot fathom his power, and he made a big mistake following one of his prelates back to this zone and allying himself with the Freedom Fighters, who are currently engaged fighting the prelates. And then Enerjak begins to monologue on how he allowed the Freedom Fighters to exist as entertainment, but lately he's gotten bored with them and this world. So he started sending his prelates to pretty much check out other worlds for conquest. And basically he made Silver mad by saying, "Tell me, when I come to conquer your world, will it have more fun beings like you?" And Silver responds to this fun by throwing the piece of a building Enerjak is on high into the air, saying, "Is this fun for you? Huh? Of course, Enerjak shrugs it off like nothing, and he says, "Such power, where does it come from?" Actually, that is a valid question, Enerjak. That is a valid question. Anyway, Jani-Ca is engaging the prelate that has taken the form of her mother, and just as she was about to strike it down, Silver just pretty much blasts it, and it pretty much shut itself down, disabled, and all that stuff. Now Jani-Ca pretty much yelled at Silver for interfering, but Silver explains that don't make it personal, we have to help people, you know, the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few or the one, that sort of thing. Anyway, Silver has a plan, and that plan involves defeating the prelates and Silver using his psychic powers to snatch the cores before they go back to Enerjak, and for the most part, it works. So the Freedom Fighters are like, "Yeah, well, good job, kid," and so on and so forth. Anyway, after all the cores are gathered, they ponder whether or not to restore them in such a worn-torn world. And Silver then complains, "Hey, you're lucky. At least you know your threat. I still have this traitor to find." Yeah, blah blah blah. We know about the traitor. We've heard about the traitor for the past who knows how long. Anyway, Enerjak is pretty much watching this the whole time and thinking, and then he just comes on down saying that he has not been entertained like this in many years. And, well, Silver makes the mistake of mocking him, calling him Enerjak, and by doing so, it causes Enerjak to charge up, and, well, the Freedom Fighters to run away because they mentioned that he has sank the entire continent of Down Under the last time he was provoked like this. Yes, he sank an entire continent. Wow. Well, using his charged up attack, he rammed straight into Silver and recollected all the cores. And now he's going to add some new cores to his collection, starting with Scarlet and Demo. The remaining Freedom Fighters decide to make a run for it, but Silver tried holding his ground, and he got slammed into the ground by Enerjak. Alright, and Enerjak will return for Silver as soon as he collects the rest of the cores. First, Cutlass falls, and then Dagger, and then Payback Fox. All that remains are Blockbuster and Jani-Ca. And all the while, Silver's trying to gather his strength, focus, and try to imagine what his mentors would say in a situation like this, although they're not being helpful. And then, of course, Blockbuster eventually falls and becomes the core himself, and all that remains is Jani-Ca. Then, as Enerjak holds her by the throat, he essentially explains that, oh, we could have been a dynasty, your mother, me, and you, unite the bloodlines, and such wasted power, blah, 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 blah. Then we see Jani-Ca smile, and Enerjak's like, oh, what are you smiling about? And it turns out it's a really, really angry Silver powering up, and he's like, and he pretty much takes the debris and forms it into a giant fist to hurl at him. And Enerjak's like, yes! Yes! Bring it! Yes! Oh yeah! Yeah. Anyway, with the Jani-Ca and Silver being left, Silver enacts a final plan. Essentially, what he's going to do is he's going to try and wear down Enerjak, and once Enerjak is softened up, Jani-Ca will use the sword to drain Enerjak of his powers, and thus the final battle begins. Good old Dragon Ball Z style. Next issue. Yeah, this video is a little shorter than the others because, well, the plot is really fight, this, that. Yeah, it's pretty simple. Although I do like small moments, like, for example, Silver is using his head other than chucking rocks at things. It was a good attempt to pretty much take the cores from the defeated prelates and keeping them from Enerjak. I mean, that's pretty smart of Silver. And it was nice of Silver to pretty much say that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one to Jani-Ca when she made the fight with her prelate mother personal. And, well, Silver's actually improving on, he's getting really smart in his battle tactics, and yeah. Now, Enerjak, I've said this in one of my previous reviews, he sees Silver as a brand new entertainment thing, a new plaything, a new toy. He's amazed by Silver's amazing powers, his psychic powers. He wants to play more. I mean, his reaction when Silver chucked that boulder fist at him, he's like, yeah, bring it on, yeah, come on, let's fight. And that's what they're going to do in the next issue. He's like, yeah. And he was hoping that he can go to Silver's world and find more beings like him. But unfortunately, as far as we know, the only other beings that might have that kind of power, well, somewhere near that Silver's level, sort of, it would be Mammoth Mogul and Edmund. Although, yeah. I mean, we don't know if there are any other psychic beings in the Silver's future, but who knows. Anyway, it's about the freedom fighters losing their cores. Well, for one, it's pretty gruesome. I mean, they don't show us, they don't show Enerjak actually ripping the cores out of their bodies like Remington in the first issue of this arc, because, well, it's like a gory discretion shot. I mean, having your soul ripped out of your body, I mean, gruesome. And Enerjak sinking an entire continent down under. I mean, this version of Enerjak would feel right at home in Mortal Kombat. I mean, with the whole soul stealing and powers up, and he would give Shao Kahn and them a run for their money. So, whew. So, will Silver defeat this Enerjak and save not only this future, but Silver's future? Because, yeah, Enerjak has his eyes on it next, so, we'll find out next issue. But in the meantime, I'm going to give this issue an 8 out of 10. And one final note, again, we're dealing with the limitations of having a Sega character being the star, because, well, there's so much wasted potential of this dark future, but what can you do? I mean, you gotta right within the rules. Yeah. So with that, I will see you next time, and have a good day.